Hi, and welcome to Cinema Figures. I'm your host, Caitlin, and today I wanted to give you my thoughts on Love, Death, and Robots, the Netflix anthology series. So, this is a collection of different stories throughout. Each one is its own self-contained short little clip or little episode. And I gotta tell you, I thoroughly loved this entire thing. First off, before I get into any of this, just because something is animated does not mean it is made for children. This is by no stretch of the imagination appropriate for the kiddos in your life. Don't even get it twisted there. This is a not safe for work, violent, gory, horror, action, sexually driven piece of art, and I thoroughly loved it. So from start to finish, each one of these self-contained stories is awesome. Even the ones that I wasn't as much in love with, I still could see why they were there, and I still was entertained by them. I would say Sunny's Edge is probably my favorite out of the episodes throughout. I could see that very easily becoming its own series. It's a underground kaiju monster fighting ring. And there's sex and manipulation, and it's just awesome throughout. There's an episode where yogurt takes over the world and, humans just kind of let it happen. There is an episode called Three Robots, where three robots are literally tourists throughout a now just desolate remains of a human city. And they are tricked into tending to a bunch of cats. The fact that cats explode, apparently, if they're not petted thoroughly and often. And this is backed up and supported by the fact that humans once had a card game known as Exploding Kittens. Yeah, a bunch of cats with opposable thumbs added on tricked a bunch of robots into being their slaves. It's kind of awesome. But the artwork of each individual is just amazing. The stories are so well written. Even Ice Age. Ice Age is the one episode that is both live action as well as a bit of animation. And that is also a really well done piece. I've heard a lot of people are tearing apart certain episodes and trumping up other ones, saying that there's violence against women or it's sexist because you see more naked women in it than you do men. I'll tell you, I watched every single episode, and there's nudity throughout, there's violence throughout, there's killing throughout, there's a bunch of sex, there's a bunch of very explicit content. And I as a woman, think it's totally fine. I think it's even throughout. There's a lot of revenge stories involved here. It's a very interesting take on a lot of things. There's even a Dracula story where, you learn that it's good to have a cat around because apparently vampires can't deal with cats. So I'm lucky. But it is so well done throughout. I cannot tell you enough. If you haven't already watched all of Love, Death, and Robots, please go stream it. It's available on Netflix now. It is fantastic. I've sat down and watched it all the way through twice. Kind of unique, the fact that the first time I watched it through, all of the episodes were in one order. The second time I watched it through, they were in a completely different order. Netflix is stating that they're trying out something different on their platform, and there are 4 different viewing orders that are available with this, and they're saying it's at random. I've heard a lot of rumors to the contrary that it's based on one thing or another. I don't really take a lot of stake in rumors. I totally think that it's random. It just showed it one way, and then I went back later on to try to watch it again, and it showed it another way. But I had so much fun. I laughed. I could not stop watching this. Even the episodes that I wasn't as much in love with, I still thought were very beautiful throughout. So very distinct different art choices throughout. There's anime inspired pieces, there's video game styled pieces, there's very realistic art style throughout. There's a lot of satirical humor, there's in your face horror, there is violence. It's gritty, it's edgy, it's funny, it's everything. Please watch it. I love it. It definitely has my seal of approval. Watch it now. So please do give me a like if you liked this episode. Comment below and tell me what kind of reviews you'd like to see on this channel. I'm working on a bunch of things coming up, including I will have a Child's Play ranking coming up. So I'm going to go through and do reviews of each one of the Chucky films and do a ranking video on that. So if there's any other film franchises that you would like me to review or take a look at, please do tell me in the comments section below. Please do subscribe to Cinema Figures, because then you'll get to see more content. Or check out my other channel, Catrin Figures, where I do comic reviews and things like that. So until next time, I'm your host, Caitlin. Bye.